Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to start this video off with a little summary. Basically, it's just it's just a good story of how neighbors helping neighbors. You know, we've had help several times out here, and this is just one opportunity where we could return the favor. So this is just going to be us helping Steve and Janet move their boat from their side of the spit over to our side of the spit, which is a little more protected during this windstorm that came out of nowhere. Noah didn't predict it, so basically we were getting what, 30 knots and 45 knot winds and freezing spray. So they wanted to move their boat over before the big it was already windy, but we were supposed to get it was supposed to get a lot worse, so they wanted to get their stuff over there. So that's where we're going to start this thing. And I also wanted to apologize because I was filming with my GoPro. You know, we don't have I don't think they make wind socks for GoPros, so you're going to hear a lot of wind noise, so just bear with it. And if you don't like it, then don't watch this video because it's windy. We were going to go to town today, but the winds really picked up, and then when we tried to pull our out haul, one of our pulleys was giving us a lot of trouble. So
it is still giving us trouble.
but
you need to try to pull it up, not
yeah, but we're getting a really bad northwest wind. And so our neighbor wants to come over here and put his boat on our out haul. So we're going to try it, but our out haul's still giving us trouble. So we'll see what happens. We're debating on what the best approach to get out to the boat.
Usually I like to go into it, but
It's up to you. Steve, what's your game plan?
I'll try to get out the boat myself.
You want to? Do you know Victoria and Brad, or you know them because you picked them up?
Oh yeah.
Gunnar, come here. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. They gave that to you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They sent it to Gunnar for Christmas.
We tried that. I put that on Cole's collar and something got wet because we didn't know if it was hard to come out, but it wasn't.
Did it?
So take it off, but take the battery won't work, and then it will not go down all the way.
Well, she's got the longboard. We're capturing this on YouTube forever. If it's not too dark. So the issue is, it's not going to get any better. It's supposed to get worse for the next 2 days and freezing spray. So that's why we're trying to move it over to our side, which is going to be a little calmer. Excuse me, what do you guys think about that?
I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have chaos in numbers instead of you. Oh.
I don't know if you were here. We went down there and pulled it on both ways and it was working fine. So
that's good.
maybe it just kind of, I don't know, something went wrong. But
So cool.
hey,
See if we could go out tomorrow morning and try to fix
Yeah, because it's a 0 tide tomorrow, so maybe we could still get to it. Andy's got wet feet. He's got, when he first got in the kayak, he took a little bit over his boot. And I was like, oh, that's not good.
This is smart to put it right here. You guys have to remember, guys, that's your launch area. Drink water.
He's free.
Used to have 2 lines, right? You guys did 2 lines, right?
Yeah.
And you don't think it's going
Well, it was a little bit of a challenge getting it.
it's going to stay on.
Trying to get it
Well, that's what we're looking at. I asked Brian.
Get it free?
Like 3 days.
just as a,
So we'll just obviously keep watching. Yeah. I know Jay was in Gus Davis yesterday whenever I got his trailer. He put his trailer on top of a skiff. His 18 total 16 skiff. I mean, he wasn't going because he wasn't comfortable.
And the hookup's on that side.
right there.
Right here, this little loop.
All right, so that's how you can get them so like even.
What's that?
That's how you can get them so even, huh? Because
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just tie them. That's awesome.
Anyway, but Eileen looked out and said, "You gotta come home."
So Brian, how much leeway should he, what do you usually do about?
Well, we got 30 foot, and I just tie a small bowline, and
So you do
Oh,
the
at
whole
the end
thing.
of 30 feet.
yeah, I do the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's longer.
That one's shorter. The little guy is. I guess we should push the boat out. Make sure it's not getting high and dry. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's a little calmer over here though, isn't
Oh
it?
my, I feel like I'm in a different country. Just like the Narnia scene. What's happening?
When it's coming from the north, we're like, oh, I'm glad our boat's on this side. But then when it switches, we're like, ah.
Yeah.
But still, even in this little pocket.
Yeah, you guys pretty. This is a nice place.
I was thinking
Because our
it's-
big storms come from the north. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, our big storms are
the ones that
they're
bring all the snow.
predominantly southeast, but the big ones, yeah.
Look at Gunner's little.
I like
Leaf.
that flag, and that's nice.
Thank you, Brad and Victoria. Yeah, they said that at Christmas, and they were like, "We saw this thing, we want to give it to you guys. It's always dark. You know, the majority of the time." Here, you're in charge of filming.
This way. Oh, is it? Oh, can you see me? Ah. All right, let's pull it up.
We don't know. Well, we're going to try to low tide tomorrow and try to see if we can fix it tomorrow. If not, then we'll have to wait. I think like the 7th will be the first time we can get to it again.
That's teamwork. We're gonna call you every time we start it out.
She's happy.
Thank you so
She's
much.
been on a rodeo.
Absolutely. I know, because when we went over there, I was like,
I shouldn't have looked.
Thank you, Brian and Diane. You're awesome.
really? Oh, man.
We did think we were going to town today. All right, Steve, let's sum it up.
Thank you
How'd it
so
go?
much. It was awesome.
You're welcome.
You were
But
awesome.
no, how'd your adventure go?
Hey, it was successful.
Was it tough getting out into the boat?
No, not too tough. Just timing it, but I've been in and out several times. So.
What about getting the bow line undone?
The bow line undone was a little challenging.
Was it just twisted?
Well, it was twisted, but all the pressure with the wind
pulling
and
the boat,
pulling the boat.
Did you start the motor, Steve?
Yeah, I started the motor first.
So Brian.
I asked.
Yeah.
I was like, hopefully, I didn't want you to get the bow line undone and start floating and be like, I can't get the motor started.
Start the motor first.
Yeah. Well, all right, I'll call that a mission success.
Mission success.
Yeah. All right, so this is day 2. We're going to try to replace that pulley that's not working too good. And Steve's going to come down here in a little bit, and he's going to, his main electric bilge pump isn't working. That's one of the other reasons why he wanted to move it over here, just in case water started coming in overboard. It would be able to get pumped out. And then so we'll replace the pulley, and so he's gonna pump water that's in his boat out and try to troubleshoot where the electrical's going wrong. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we got to stop right here because when we were fixing the pulley, we needed all hands on deck, and nobody could film because the water didn't get below the pulley line. We could only pull the pulley up above the water about 6 inches, and then we had to work real fast to replace this pulley. So really there was me, Steve, Janet, and my wife was all working on this at the same time. So anyways, we were having trouble getting our boat up and down, and we had told that to Steve and Janet when they wanted to move their boat over, but when we came to do it, it seemed like it was working fine, but we had a low enough tide where we could see the anchors and the pulley, so we wanted to investigate. And so this is what we found. I don't know if that shows up, but see how this right here's got a groove that was worn in it, and it's the same thing on this side. This thing's got a big groove that was getting worn in it, and then this right here was so I think, and I just wanted to save time, so I just took a Sawzall because this is destroyed, and when we went down there to replace it, I just cut this out and then put a new one on. But yeah, dude, I think it was just the way it was. When it gets windy, I think it just I think we've had this like 2 years. It just was wearing like that. So I don't know if there's something we can do different. But luckily for us, what we did was on the east side of our outhaul, we've got an anchor with a pulley and then another anchor with a different pulley. So if one pulley fails, there's always a backup pulley, and we got the same thing on the west side. So altogether in the water, we've got 4 anchors and 4 pulleys just in case one of them fails. So while we were doing this, we also noticed that because of this right here, we've got a 3 braided line for our haul out, and it had started to fray, and one of the braids had frayed off, and so now it was just technically a 2 braided line. I think it's going to hold fine, but Steve also wanted, just for reassurance, wanted to go get a big anchor with a mooring buoy on it and put that in place just in case the line did snap, and he didn't want his boat just drifting away, so that also happened. All right, our line started fraying, so Steve went and got a mooring buoy and an anchor, so he's going to throw that in the water.
Watch your fingers, everyone.
Good job. Good throw.
Almost. Okay. Yep. Come back through that way. it? Right there in your hand. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Way back there.
Further back?
Well, this is just
The cautionary.
yeah.
I gotta stop again. And then Marquita, over the winter, we seen well, my wife remembers this, I don't remember, but there was some guys out here fishing. I think they were fishing on Admiralty Island, but they used her haul out system, and she's got the poles that screw down, and so she thinks that one of those poles has been pulled up, and so it's only relying on one pole. And my wife's like, well, that boat was pretty big to be using, it probably should have been on a mooring buoy. So she thinks that boat with the wind pulling pulled one of her anchors out. But regardless, because of the wind and the freeze and spray that was predicted to come, she also wanted to get her boat on the other side of the spit, so we helped move her over, and she just used another haul out that's over there. And I think everybody's happy now. So I think everybody's going to be sleeping good tonight. I think everybody's going to be happy. If there's an update and like anything tragic happens, and I don't think it will, in the next video we'll give you a big hey, this happened or that happened. But I think everything's going to be fine now. So anyways, this is just the story of neighborly love and how people come together when they when they're needed the most. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down there, and we'll see you guys next week.